The next decade won't belong to the marketers with the biggest budgets or the flashiest tech stacks. According to the IBM CMO Revolution study, it will belong to the CMOs who have operational courage, those who are willing to dismantle the systems holding them back and rebuild for an AI-powered marketplace moving at the speed of a microsecond. The study shows that the tenure continues to shrink while accountability for revenue and profitability, of course, has never been higher. Most marketing organizations are drowning in fragmented tools, siloed data, and outdated processes, unable to execute fast enough to deliver on their own ambitions. This is the execution gap, and it's swallowing marketing teams whole. But there is another way. The PESO model, initially launched as a PR integration framework, has evolved in the last few years into a marketing operating system that can help CMOs close that gap. It works across functions, breaks down silos, integrates AI where it matters, and turns channel activity into measurable business outcomes. It's the blueprint for building wholly integrated AI-ready growth engines that deliver precision, prediction, and protection at scale. On this week's SpinSucks podcast episode, we'll discuss if operational courage is the price of survival, PESO is the playbook, and how to incorporate it for the best success.
If you're a communications pro who works hard, doesn't compromise quality, and gets the job done, welcome home. We'll share our tips, tricks, and stories, and together we will change the face of PR. Spin sucks, but we don't. With the SpinSucks podcast, here's Gini Dietrich.
Welcome back to the SpinSucks podcast. I'm Gini Dietrich. IBM defines operational courage as the willingness to dismantle what's comfortable, even what's currently working, to build the systems the future demands. For CMOs, that means no longer treating AI as a bolt-on tool, no longer running channels as silos, and no longer measuring marketing success in outputs instead of outcomes. That's exactly where PESO starts becoming a marketing operating system. At its core, PESO is a growth architecture. It's integrated by design. Paid, earned, shared, and owned aren't separate disciplines. They're interconnected gears in the same machine. It's measurable at the business level, which means every tactic maps to KPIs your CEO and CFO care about: revenue, market share, and customer lifetime value. It's scalable across the entire enterprise because it can flex from one brand to a portfolio and from a single geography to a global footprint. This matters because the execution gap IBM warns about isn't a creativity problem. It's an operating system problem. Big ideas die in disconnected workflows, outdated tech stacks, and measurement blind spots. PESO solves that by aligning strategy, execution, and measurement across every media type. When you make a change in one area, the entire system shifts with it. For a CMO, that's operational courage in action. It means saying no to more campaigns and more apps in favor of continuous growth engines. It means replacing vanity metrics with boardroom metrics. And it means architecting marketing to anticipate and adapt and deliver in real time. The PESO model doesn't just help you survive the revolution, it's how you lead it. IBM's study calls precision, prediction, and protection the new table stakes for customer experience. Together, they form the triangle of trust, which means customers reward brands that master all three with loyalty, advocacy, and a share of the wallet. The challenge? Most CMOs know these are critical, but lack the integrated systems to deliver them at scale. But never fear. This is where PESO turns ambition into execution. Let's go through each of them. Precision means to be exactly what the customer needs exactly when they need it. In PESO, owned media becomes the single source of truth, structured, tagged, and AI-friendly, so it's instantly discoverable by humans, LLMs, and algorithms. Earned builds credibility with authoritative mentions and endorsements, feeding both human trust and algorithmic authority signals. Shared allows real-time message testing, iteration, and amplification in the channels where your audience is most active. And paid ensures the right message reaches the right microsegment at the exact moment of intent. Prediction means then to anticipate needs before they're voiced. PESO's unified measurement loop pulls performance data from all four media types, which creates a feedback engine that's far more rich than channel-by-channel reporting. AI models trained on the data set can forecast trends, detect emerging behaviors, and trigger proactive content offers or engagement before a competitor even sees the opportunity. And protection means to safeguard trust as fiercely as you pursue growth. PESO embeds governance into every channel so that messaging is accurate, compliant, and consistent. By integrating all media types, PESO eliminates the risk of rogue messaging from disconnected teams and agencies. It also ensures cybersecurity, data privacy, and brand safety protocols are embedded at the operating system level, not just as an afterthought. When PESO powers that triangle of trust, the protection, precision, prediction, and protection, CMOs don't just meet rising expectations. They hardwire trust into the brand experience. And in an AI-driven marketplace where the answer engine decides who shows up, trust isn't just a value, it's a visibility advantage. For decades, marketers have mapped elaborate customer journeys. These were linear. They were research-driven roadmaps intended to guide messaging from awareness to conversion. That world, unfortunately, doesn't exist anymore. As IBM's study points out, AI-powered answer engines, so Google AI Overview, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, they intercept questions before they ever reach your website. Click-through rates drop by more than 30% when AI answers and overviews appear. The journey isn't a path, it's a microsecond. PESO retools your marketing organization for this moment-based economy. Earned ensures your brand is referenced by credible third parties and industry voices. These are signals that both customers and algorithms trust. Shared enables real-time listening and engagement so you can respond within seconds when a need emerges. Owned serves as your algorithm-ready content library, which is structured for AI discoverability. This is visibility engineering in action. Every asset is designed so generative engines can easily identify, cite, and surface your expertise. Paid amplifies your highest performing content or offers precisely in the windows of peak attention, ensuring you're present in those fleeting moments of intent. This shift from journey mapping to moment mastery isn't theoretical, it's survival. In healthcare, it may mean showing up in an AI-curated patient education answer before a physician's appointment. In retail, it may mean being the first recommendation when a consumer asks their voice assistant for a product category. With PESO as the operating system, visibility engineering stops being an experiment and becomes a built-in function, making sure your brand is findable, credible, and actionable in the exact instant it matters most. IBM's study makes it clear that with third-party cookies disappearing and privacy regulations tightening, the growth playbook now revolves around three imperatives: optimize existing data with AI, strengthen direct customer relationships, and build third-party and zero-party data strategies. PESO is purpose-built to operationalize all three. When we talk about optimizing existing data with AI, you look at PESO's integrated measurement framework because it consolidates insights from paid, earned, shared, and owned into a single enterprise-wide data set. Instead of siloed analytics, you get a full funnel view of what drives engagement, conversion, and retention. Feed this data set into AI models, and you can forecast demand, personalize at scale, and allocate resources dynamically, turning raw data into predictive power. Strengthening direct customer relationships, PESO hardwires trust building into your marketing system, where owned channels become the hub for exclusive high-value content and experiences. Shared facilitates ongoing two-way dialogue in the spaces your audience frequents. Earned reinforces credibility by appearing in respected publications, industry rankings, or peer recommendations. And paid helps re-engage and nurture those who have already interacted with you, deepening the relationship over time. PESO's own layer isn't just for publishing, it's a data engine. Interactive tools, gated content, and personalized experiences collect first-party and even zero-party data. So this is information customers are willing to provide in exchange for value. An email address, for instance, in exchange for a download. Earned and shared channels act as acquisition engines, driving qualified audiences to these owned experiences. And paid reaches new audiences precisely targeted and primed for your content. The result is a closed loop system. PESO captures rich permission-based data. It strengthens relationships through ongoing engagement and feeds AI models that continually refine targeting and messaging. It's how you build data advantage without breaching trust. And in a privacy-first world, that's a competitive moat. We've discussed operational courage, the triangle of trust, and how PESO can power your marketing operating system. Now let's talk through how to move from campaigns to perpetual growth, answer IBM CMO questions that are in their study, and provide a roadmap for future-proofing your marketing. IBM's study is blunt. The old CMO chased campaigns. The new CMO architects outcomes. In practice, that means building systems that can run continuously, adapt automatically, and deliver measurable business growth without stopping to reset between initiatives. That's exactly what PESO was designed to do. When PESO shifts from being a project framework to being your operating system, it stops producing one-off spikes in attention and starts generating sustained visibility, trust, and conversion. Each media type has an always-on role in that growth engine. Owned remains the discoverable knowledge hub. So it continuously updates and structures for human readers and for machine learning systems. Earned then feeds authority signals to AI answer engines, SEO, and industry influencers every day, all day, 24/7. Shared keeps conversations and community engagement alive in real time, and paid accelerates the assets and messages already proving their worth, ensuring they scale quickly and profitably. AI accelerates PESO's natural feedback loop. So data flows from all channels into a single measurement system. AI interprets then the patterns and opportunities and the threats and the risks, and resources are reallocated dynamically to where they'll have the most effect. This is the shift from launch and leave to learn and leverage. Instead of ramping up for 6 weeks, hitting a peak, and fading into the background, PESO organizations are consistently building momentum. That's how you evolve from running marketing programs to running a marketing operating system. Now, IBM's CMO study closes with a set of action questions, the kind a CEO or board chair might ask in a performance review. Here's how PESO answers each one with clarity and speed. Number 1, are we winning the moments that matter? Yes. PESO ensures you're visible, credible, and actionable in those microseconds of intent. Owned delivers structured, high-value content that algorithms can surface. Earned provides authoritative signals that put you in AI answer engines. Shared lets you engage instantly when a trigger event occurs. And paid amplifies winning content exactly when it's most relevant. Number 2, where is infrastructure latency costing us customer engagement? PESO runs on a shared measurement and content infrastructure. When one team updates messaging or data, it propagates across channels. So there's no waiting for siloed approvals or asset rebuilds or for your office neighbor to tell you what they're doing. Number 3, how much of our CX plan is really EX pain? PESO's integrated planning forces marketing, comms, sales, customer service, and ops to work from a single playbook. Cross-functional ownership of the customer journey, or I guess more accurately, customer moments, reduces handoff friction that customers feel as delays or inconsistency. Do we have AI plus EQ in balance? PESO operationalizes both. AI predicts, personalizes, and allocates resources dynamically. Human creativity ensures messaging has originality, empathy, and emotional resonance. And number 5, are we building an adaptive growth system? PESO's cyclical structure, plan, execute, measure, optimize, plan, measure, execute, measure, optimize, creates that perpetual growth loop. Every insight feeds the next action, and AI shortens the time between learning and doing. With PESO, these aren't hypothetical questions. They become performance metrics you can monitor, optimize, and report to the CEO and to the board. Now, the most successful CMOs of the next decade won't just integrate AIs into their workflows. They'll hardwire adaptability into their organizations. IBM's study warns that without the right operating model, AI risks creating more complexity, not less. PESO is that operating model. It balances AI's precision and scalability with EQ's emotional depth and originality, ensuring the brand stays human even as it becomes more machine optimized. Resilience in PESO comes from three core strengths: channel diversity, consistent measurement loops, and built-in adaptability. By activating paid, earned, shared, and owned in an integrated way, PESO reduces dependence on any single channel, algorithm, or platform. If one falters, say a social algorithm change, your growth engine continues to run. It also helps you create consistent measurement loops because it acts as an early warning system. Shifts in engagement, search visibility, or sentiment are spotted sooner, which enables faster pivots before problems can escalate. And it has built-in adaptability because all four media types are planned and executed together. Changes in one area trigger coordinated adjustments across the rest. That agility is critical when markets, regulations, and technology shift overnight. In practice, AI identifies high-value opportunities, it predicts customer needs, and it optimizes delivery at speed and scale. EQ touches ensures every touch point feels authentic, empathetic, and brand consistent, whether it's a CEO interview in the Wall Street Journal or a chatbot interaction at 2 a.m. When AI and EQ operate inside the PESO framework, CMOs can adapt faster, protect brand trust, and sustain growth no matter how the external landscape changes. IBM's CMO study does not sugarcoat. I said it was super blunt. The old marketing operating models are dead. Journeys have been replaced by moments. Trust is as important as relevance. Data is harder to get, harder to use, and more valuable than ever. And AI is rewriting the rules in real time, probably as we speak. In this environment, operational courage isn't optional, it's the entry fee. The CMOs who thrive in the next decade will architect outcomes, not campaigns. They'll build platforms, not tool collections. They'll hire for heart and train for AI. And they'll integrate, measure, and adapt at machine speed without losing human connection. That's exactly what the PESO model delivers when it's run as your marketing operating system. It connects channels, aligns functions, bakes AI into the core, and turns activity into measurable business results. It operationalizes precision, prediction, and protection, and it does it in a way that scales across brands, geographies, and teams. The choice in front of every CMO is simple. Keep optimizing inside an outdated structure and risk being left behind, or lead the revolution with a system designed for an AI-powered, privacy-first, moment-driven market. PESO isn't just a framework. It's the engine that makes operational courage pay off. If you want to dive deeper into how to use PESO as your marketing operating system, join us in the SpinSucks community. It's a great place to get advice, brainstorm ideas, and build real relationships with your peers. You can find us at spinsucks.com/spin-sucks-community. That's spinsucks.com/spin-sucks-community. And make sure you follow us on LinkedIn, TikTok, and Instagram. We're posting tips, tricks, how-tos, cheat sheets, and more every week. I'll see you next week. Bye.